All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to new rules for the AI bubble, where Nvidia just printed $68 billion in a quarter, and that's more money than God. Data center at 62 billion and guidance to 78 billion is what we were looking at. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trades and Gains. I'm your host, Max Pitts, aka IV Reaper, and today what we're gonna go ahead and do is talk about, well, what happened with Nvidia earnings, okay? But let's recap. Again, $68 billion. Data center at $62 billion and guidance to $78 billion. And guess what? The stock, it's down 3% today. I mean, look at this chart. Jesus. You know what this reminds me of? That time I watched a vegan TED Talk at a steakhouse. Wall Street looked at perfection and said, I think it needs more cowbell, okay? Today, we're going to go ahead and unpack this insanity, the numbers, why traders have the emotional range of a Roomba, technical levels, and whether AI is still the second coming or just another tech Jesus weekend, just taking the weekend off. So go ahead, buckle up, put your strap-ons on, and let's get into this. So let's go ahead and start with the facts, because that's the only thing that really matters in this case. Because apparently Wall Street needs glasses. Nvidia's Q4 fiscal year 2026 looked at 68.1 billion in revenue, and it beat estimates by $3 billion, up 73% from last year. That's not growth, that's levitation. Data center, we saw 62.3 billion, 91% of total sales. Hyperscalers are snorting GPUs like it's 1999 and Coke was still legal. EPS, we saw $1.62 adjusted, crushed expectations, and full year was at 215.9 billion in total revenue. Q1 guidance was looking at 78 billion, and this assumes zero from China because Uncle Sam says no GPUs for you. Instead of him being like, we want you, it's saying like, we don't want any GPUs. These numbers don't just beat Wall Street, they put Wall Street in a coma. And yet, the stock went ahead and shrugged off, and it's back to 187. Wow. So what actually happened here? Well, driver number one, hyperscalers. The AI crack dealers, basically. Think of like when crack was getting peddled in the 80s. That's what hyperscalers are right now. Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, they're spending money like AOC discovered Bitcoin. Networking revenue alone hit 11 billion, which is up 3.5 times, and Nvidia's not selling chips anymore. They're selling entire AI crack houses with plumbing and central heating, folks. It's like the best Section 8 housing you can buy. Driver number two, the other segments, like finding veggies on my pizza. ProViz saw 1.3 billion, and that's up 159%. Auto and robotics, they're holding steady. Small, but Nvidia's building an ecosystem. It's not just a chip company anymore. It's like when vegans smuggle kale into your lasagna. Annoying, but eventually you just don't notice. And driver number three was Rubin, aka Hold My Beer Blackwell. 6 new chips, 10 times cheaper inference, and AWS, Azure, Google Cloud are already lining up, banging on the door. Vera racks are shipping soon, and Nvidia is basically saying, we invented the future, and guess what? We're also going to put out the sequel to that. So why is it down today? Here's Wall Street's 4 pathetic excuses you need to look out for. Excuse number one. 73% growth is deceleration. Yeah, okay, dicks. Jesus. Last year was 78%. This year, 73%. Wall Street, slowing, sell. It's like giving your kid an A- and screaming that he's failing. Excuse number 2. Q4 was beautiful, 75%. Q1 guide, 71%, because, well, Blackwell ramp up costs money. Oh my God, who would have thought ramping up a product would cost us money? The CFO says inventory is sufficient. The translation, no more magic pricing wand. Yeah, exactly. Bears, see, peak margins. Excuse number 3, we're seeing a tech rotation. Small caps, they're up. Values hot. Yeah, because nothing says genius move like rotating out of the fastest growing company on earth into Bed Bath & Beyond 2.0. And excuse number 4, China. Q1 guide assumes $0 from China. If hyperscalers even blink, exposed. Fair point, but 78 billion ex China is still hilarious. So let's talk about the technicals. And adult, if you want to be a child, you can go ahead and leave the video at this point, because this is where the adults enter the chat. The current tape, after hours we saw a 1 to 2% move. Pre-market was flatter than your girlfriend's titties, and today, well, it's down 4.7%. And it's going to go ahead and test these support levels at, well, lower levels, unfortunately. So it is what it is, man. That's just how this thing goes. I warned all of you to stay away from Nvidia earnings, and yeah, guess what? It's no one listened to me, per usual. So the next 4 weeks, let's talk about 5 battlefields. Round 1, we have hyperscaler earnings deathmatch. Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, if they all raise capex, yeah, Nvidia goes to 200. If one says digesting, we're going to stay at this 180 level. Round 2, Blackwell shipment wars. Well, Q2 call, millions shipping, bulls win. Ramping normally, bears are going to pop champagne. Round 3, margin Thunderdome. 71% Q1, fine. Q2 at 70%, uh-oh. And Q2 at 69%, yeah, we're going to see some panic selling. Round 4, we're going to see China roulette. Export relief, that's a tailwind. Escalation is a headwind. And sovereign AI deals, that's a bullish wild card. And round 5, semi-index cage match. SMH, if it holds, Nvidia's fine. If SMH starts to break down, well, everything's going to bleed out. So here's the adult conversation. Longing Nvidia puts isn't a bad idea right now. Into March. Long SMH, and it's hedged like a Vegas bookie. Why? Because the numbers were perfect. The tape's irrational. But if hyperscalers confirm, guess what? You make money both ways. So Nvidia didn't break. Wall Street's just bored with perfection. AI supercycle lives. It's just not an infinity PE anymore. So you know what's crazier than Nvidia losing 3% on 6 billion, or 4% at this point on 6 billion, or 68 billion? People still watching CNBC. So make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you want me breaking down, well, any other earnings reports. Welcome back to the earnings corner. And, well, can Microsoft help save Nvidia with their capex, or should we start a Viking funeral right now? Make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, comment down below. Did you also get burned by Nvidia? Because you can call the law offices of 1-800-you're an idiot to get your money back. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.